So this is a quick update right outside of the courthouse. Now it is intense in there. Now nobody was expecting for a jury to come back this quick. Now the verdict, they have reached a verdict on all counts except for count one. Okay, except for count one. Now Diddy is looking defeated inside. He has his lawyers surrounded around him. He's sitting in a chair with his head sunk down. At one point, he looked like he may have been crying. They were around him in a circle. They were like trying to console him, putting their arm on him and all surrounding around him. It was intense. Now, a lot of times when they come back and they have a note, all the attorneys come in, but this time it was different. This time he looked somber and we were all looking like, wait a minute, if it's just a note, why are they huddled around him like that? And then he just started to sink and sink and sink and sink in his chair, and they were pacing back and forth. You saw his lawyer, Mark Agnifilo, pacing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and you can look and see the worry on their faces. Now, again, if you guys are just coming in, they came back with a verdict on all of the charges except count one. Okay, so count one, the jury is saying that they are deadlocked on either side. They cannot come with a unanimous decision. Now, neither party wants them to be gridlocked. So they are discussing whether or not they are going to propose a Allen charge to basically tell them to continue to deliberate. The prosecution does not want them to stop right now. The defense does not want them to stop right now. They want them to keep going, or they might consider doing a partial verdict, but they have reached a verdict in just a day and some hours on all of the counts except for count one. Okay, so this is why, okay, and this is why I understand why y'all said it's needed for me to be here, because when everybody was around here telling y'all about the closing arguments, I told you the real about the closing arguments, okay? I told you the real about the closing arguments. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna talk later, but it is a real scene inside the courtroom. It is, I'm like, I cannot wait to see the sketch that she makes of the scene that was going on right now, because the way they were huddled around, the way he was sinking down and putting his head down, and you could see his mom just sitting there like looking worried. Like, it was crazy. It was intense. Like, one of the girls that was in there, who's also a content creator, she said, my chest is starting to hurt. She said, I feel like this is my trial. Now, let me talk to Gerald, because Gerald was right there.
It's bad. Diddy, everything Nick said, it's really bad. He looked real nervous, looked like he was crying because he was doing like this.
Sorry.
Looked like he was crying.
How y'all doing? Y'all know y'all can't be here. Y'all gotta move.
Good,
All right?
Yeah, we gonna move. We gonna move.
Bitches, take care.
I mean, you ain't tell them over there.
Because y'all got the camera in front.
Oh, okay. We about to move.
Anyways, it was very, very tense. Everything that Neek said is very, very tense. It don't look good for Diddy. He was shaking his head. Mr. Brian still was rubbing on his shoulders. I mean, it don't look good for him. They may have a guilty verdict on count one, or count 2 through 5.
We don't know what the verdict is.
Yeah, we don't know what it is.
We're just going off of
body language.
Body language.
Yeah,
right.
It's not good. But count 1, racketeering, they are deadlocked on that. They can't come to. They have unpersuadable differences, is what the note says. So we just waiting. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yes. And so
he's
about to go live.
Yeah,
so I didn't want to pull him. I
guess
guess
you good.
It stopped raining. So we're gonna move from right here because we're not supposed to be in the front. But it was raining. It was raining really, really hard. So let me put y'all down for 1 second so I can put my stuff in my bag, because I'm not supposed to be right here. So hold on. Let me move, y'all. Just 1 second. Let me throw my stuff in my bag. Let me throw my stuff in my bag, y'all. but I had to come tell y'all the breaking news. All right, now before they cuss us out and put us out, we gonna move, child. But I had to come and risk telling y'all the breaking news first. So hold on 1 second. Oh wait, do I need to get my umbrella? I think I'll be fine. All right, so that's what's going on right now, you guys. We literally almost have a full verdict. What are you guys' predictions? They've only been deliberating for 1 day and a half, okay? It's been 1 day and a half, and they have a verdict on every count except for one, okay? So there was 5 charges. They have a verdict on 4 of them, okay? So they are mostly through their deliberation. They are, whoo, I'm out of breath. What,
Girl,
can
yes.
you tell them, can you describe the scene inside the courtroom right now?
You guys, inside the courtroom, it is so intense. I felt like I was sitting in the seat with him. When he looked down and then he began to cry, everyone speculated he was crying. Some people went up there.
Oh, his family is coming.
Really
Sorry.
closely. Oh yeah,
Sorry.
let's go. Girl.
We gotta catch his family coming in. The family is coming. Oh, they're leaving. They're not leaving. They can be leaving. All right, let me show y'all. He said they leaving. Maybe they're leaving, maybe they're not. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna mute the mic real quick, y'all. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm sorry it went mute. I said this is how I look trying to get y'all the shot. I'm sorry, y'all. His sons just went in. So Christian, Justin, and some of his the last kid's baby mama just went in. Child, ooh, it's intense, y'all. It is intense. It is intense. I'm sorry I accidentally went mute, but hopefully you guys could have still saw. The family is in there. This is crazy. Whew. Oh my goodness. Oh my Lord. They aren't kids, they're his kids. You're right. They're not kids, they're his kids. But as long as y'all saw them going in, that's all that matters. I'm over here in the trenches, y'all. I'm in the trenches for y'all, okay? I had to come down and get in the trenches for y'all because if y'all would have seen the scene inside the courtroom, oh my God, oh my goodness. Now, I'm gonna go back in for a second I don't know if anybody else is coming in, but whew. What are y'all predictions? This is a fast verdict. This is a fast verdict.
I'm at the courthouse, babe. It looks like they're going to be reaching a verdict very soon. I don't know if you saw that, but Christian, Quincy, and Justin pulled up.
Five haven't decided. They're still trying to figure out.
All right, so let's get Uda. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts?
This is my whole thought. If it don't flip, you must quit.
Critical.
Ray, that's my answer.
This is Uda, y'all.
You know what's going on? We live, man. They reached the verdict. Not the verdict. They still waiting on something.
Right.
Waiting on something. Right? We out here waiting for the verdict. Let me get my oils right.
Yeah, how many orders you got,
Let me
man?
get my consensual oils right. Don't leave home without it. Don't mix it in the pocket with the Astro guy.
Can y'all believe that they already reached a verdict on most of the counts except for count 1? And I told y'all from the beginning. I told y'all. Y'all want to argue with me? Child. One thing about it that I knew, or that we still haven't heard the verdict. Let me not. But
I got orders going this morning.
what do y'all think? Let me move around, y'all. Let me move around.
That's not got this.
Oh, slip and slide on that. That's good. Yes, out with the Astros. I play for the Houston Astros.
Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
That shit is like.
Excuse me. Ooh, sorry. What's your thoughts? Y'all got any thoughts? No? What's your thoughts?
Hey, real quick, did they say they have a partial verdict?
They have a verdict on all counts except for 1.
Okay, so that means he got to read them the Allen charge, right?
They're thinking that it's too soon to read it, but that's what they were proposing.
Okay, so once he read them the Allen charge and they'll go back and reconsider, it could take 20 minutes. It could come back and say we're done.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's what might happen.
Correct.
We're just waiting for the
Yeah.
Allen charge.
Yep. Let's get some more reactions, y'all. Let's get some more reactions around here because, child, it is intense. It is intense. Yes. I'm glad I stayed. I'm glad that I stayed, y'all. I'm glad that I stayed. I'm glad that y'all encouraged me to stay. That moment, just looking at him with his attorneys, them creating a circle around him, consoling him, giving him a prep talk, the worry that you've seen, it was like nothing ever before. Like since I've been here and they've been deliberating, anytime they come in and they have a note, they come in, they're calm, they are, you could tell like deciding what they are. But guess what? The prosecution, they don't have not a worry in sight. Now, let me set the stage for y'all on what just happened in there. So as soon as everybody start coming in, all the prosecution have the first front row in the courtroom, right? So the prosecution all have the first front row in the courtroom. They all are seated in their seats, not a worry in sight. So I'm like, okay, the prosecution is chilling. Now, when the defense came in, they were pacing. They were nervous. It was evident. So I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? Because what could the note be? Because they hadn't told us that a verdict or anything had came in. So I'm thinking, what could the note be? Like, I'm like, whatever the note is, has them worried, okay? Then I start seeing his other attorneys come in. Then they brought Diddy in. Diddy walked in like he was crippled almost, like, you know, like a fragile old man walking in or whatever. So then he went in and he was standing up and he was like shaking his head. Then he sat down. So we are all inside the room and we're looking like, what's happening? Mind you, nobody told us nothing. So we're just sitting there watching this happen. So then as he goes and he sits down, he just sits in his chair and his head goes down. Like he puts his head down. And then all of his attorneys, they start huddling around him. Like imagine he's sitting in a chair and all of his attorneys were cuddling in, trying to console him. And then he puts his head down and he starts shaking his head and he puts his hand in his thing like this. And you can tell, and I'm like, are they praying? At one point, it looked like they might have been praying. I can't really tell what the words they're saying, but it was intense, okay? So he's sitting there, and you see the sketch artist just going. You see her in the front row. And at the time that this happened, the only person that I can visibly see from his family was his mom. So his mom is sitting there, and she's sitting there, and she's just sitting back or whatever in her seat. His sons or any of the other family were not inside. So as all this going on, the sketch artist is just going or whatever, and they're huddled. And then at one time you see his attorney like embrace him and put their hand on his shoulder, like trying to console him as this is happening. And the whole time that you can see they look visibly defeated. The prosecution ain't moved a muscle. They have not moved an inch. They sitting in their seat like this.
What up, though?
Hey, what's up? Hey, what you think the verdict gonna be?
Puff Daddy?
What you think the verdict gonna be?
They gotta free Puff Daddy because he ain't doing nothing wrong.
Oh, okay.
What do you think?
Hold on, I'm doing a live real quick.
All right, let's scratch that up.
All right. So the whole time that his defense team is sitting there and they're nervous. I mean, they're pacing, they're nervous. They're consoling him. The prosecution is sitting in the front row, lined up, all 6 women sitting in their seats with they might as well have sitting crisscross applesauce, sitting there like gangsters. Let me tell you, the prosecution, the whole time they were pacing, they were sitting there like straight up G's, okay? And y'all could tip the bucket, okay? I'm giving y'all an exclusive. At least you could do is like the video, and drop a couple of dollars in the bucket, you know, the tip jar. Send in a super chat, a cash app, or something. That would be greatly appreciated. But what's the prosecution sitting up there like straight up G's?
Yeah, they was sitting up there. They was sitting up there like they was happy. You know, they was smiling. I mean, they was nonchalant. They was cool. Like the back is what was worrying. Like, what did you see, Nee?
I saw worry. I saw them looking stressed. Diddy, at one point, we can't tell if he was crying or not, but it looked like he sunk his head in. It was a lot going on.
Yeah,
so
you see how they was huddled like that? They was getting ready to like do another football play or something. Like they was really
they huddled around him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not looking good.
So
It's not looking good. So we're out here.
Thank you for the super chats. I appreciate y'all so much. Yeah, so we don't know what the complete verdict is. We don't know what the actual charge is, not guilty or guilty. I just know what the defense looked like. I just know how they presented in court. I just know how they presented in court and how they look. It is crazy right now. Uda acting like he don't want to say nothing. I think Uda shook, y'all.
I'm shook.
Uda is shook. Uda is shook.
I'm an Astro slot, son. I'm an Astro slot. I don't know what's going on, man. We waiting. I'm surprised that they're trying to come up with the verdict this fast. Whatever. It's a partial verdict right now. So even if it don't go on right now, it will be going down tomorrow. They already looking like they agree on that of it already.
They already
One
agreed
thing.
to 4 counts. Only
Counts
waiting
already.
on one
How are they
thing.
so quick to 4? I'm like, yo, this is nasty work or it's good work. I don't know what work it is. But it's some work working. But they did request to get parts of Cassie's testimony and different testimonies. So it shows that they're in there conferring. They're in there doing the knowledge. So they ain't just thinking and talking.
They've
They
been
requested.
focusing on Cassie.
They
And
did.
what did I been telling y'all? When it comes to Cassie, y'all over there thinking that I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, she's biased. I don't have a side when I cover these cases. Y'all gonna learn I go off of the facts that are presented, what they show in court, what they are alleging. I go off of the facts, okay? Y'all be acting like y'all don't want to listen to me, okay? I ain't new to this. I'm true to this, okay? Now, again, I don't know what all of the charges are, but a lot of the transcripts that they wanted to know was pertaining to Cassie. And my prediction all along has been, when it comes to Cassie, I think it's game over, okay? Everybody's like, oh no, you don't know what you're talking about. You just want a black man to go down. I said, no, I'm going off of the evidence. Now, again, I don't know if they find him guilty on Cassie or not guilty. I'm just going off of how fast they came back and how Diddy and them looked. I could come out and have egg on my face and they could say not guilty to all of those things. But I'm just telling you what setting the stage. It did not look good in there at all, okay? It did not look like a cool scene. What is your thoughts? What were you thinking when they first said that it was a verdict? Can you explain where Diddy was, where his lawyers was? Explain to them what it looked like.
From what I heard, I was in the courtroom.
Oh, I thought you were in there.
No, I was outside the entire day. From what I heard, you know, he was dressed conservatively in that same kind of like sweater, very mild. It's not like a super masculine outfit, and not reacting that much, from what I heard. But you know, at this point, I don't think they've read the results yet.
No, they haven't.
No, so it'll be interesting to see what the actual results are. I think it might lean towards
He was
guilty.
definitely giving reactions in there, but go ahead.
Yeah,
He didn't
definitely.
see.
Yeah. But I think the results are it might be guilty because otherwise I think they would have punted it until like post 4th of July, in my opinion. So the fact that it was not quick but not long either is a good sign for the defense.
You mean the prosecution?
I mean, it's a good sign for the prosecution. Yeah, exactly. It's a good sign for the prosecution. So again, if it's relatively tight, 2 days, that's not that bad. You know, you want to get it deliberated on in like 1 or 2 hours.
Yeah.
But it's still not bad if it's 2 days. I thought it was gonna be long. I thought by like 4 o'clock they wouldn't reach any type of verdict.
I thought by Wednesday, but I was surprised. I'm like, the girl behind me was freaking out. She was like, is it a verdict? Is it a verdict? I'm like, chill. I don't think so, not yet.
And then,
but then the more intense it got, the more like they started to console him. I'm like, wait, it might be a verdict.
Yeah, well, you've been careful on this, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because there are all these AI videos and all this misinformation of people saying they know when they don't really know.
Right.
So, you know, you've been responsible for that, and I appreciate that, you know, because that voice is needed. But at this point, we just don't know that much except for they've reached a verdict. But we don't know if it's guilty, not guilty, what's going to happen.
Correct.
You know,
Shout
so
out your channel again.
I
for
appreciate
the people.
that. Thank you. Dodge Landesman, DODGELANDESMAN, and big fan. Nika Knight, congrats on being on CNN.
Oh, thank you.
Got a 1/3 subs. So I'm honored to be on your channel. It's
thank
huge.
you.
I'm a little starstruck. I'm surprised I didn't throw up on myself. I am. You're like a celebrity at this point.
That's funny. That's
So
funny.
yeah, and I appreciate you being responsible.
Oh, thank you.
That's what it is. That's what a journalism does. That's what a journalist does. It's like it's never rush for the information if it might be wrong. It's double checking, getting those sources. So, and I used to be in local TV news, so I see people who like could do it right, and I see people who could like really mess it up. And you follow that code.
Right.
And that's important.
Thank you.
So congrats.
All
I
right,
appreciate it.
thank
Keep
you.
up the good work.
Hey.
Ask you a few questions.
Yes. What's your
I'm
thing?
from RTL News. I'm from a European broadcasting network, and we cover the American news for our European audience.
Oh, okay.
Can I give you this?
Yes. Do you want me to clip it on
You
or?
can just hold it if you
Okay.
want to. I'm just curious, like what you're doing here, and well,
Okay, so hey, I'm here all the way from California. I flew in just to cover the Diddy trial. I was shocked that so many charges were being thrown out there, and I wanted to hear everything for myself. And I'm just shocked that the verdict or partial verdict has come in so quickly.
All right. I would just like to know, like, you're basically an influencer about the Diddy trial, right?
Yes.
So, why are you here? Like, have you been here all the time, or what does it look like?
Okay, so so my name is Neek. I am a person who covers celebrity news and gossip, and I also cover high profile cases. So not only am I covering the Diddy trial, I've covered several trials before. This is adding to, I guess, my trial resume. But I'm just here to see the facts for the facts. I like to hear things up close and personal for myself and get a front row view, because a lot of times when you have these trials where there aren't cameras in the courtroom, people have so many different points of views, and a lot of them will spread misinformation. So I'm here to hear the facts for the facts.
And have you been here every day?
I've been here a large amount, not every day though. But the days that I didn't come, I have the transcript and I read the transcript.
And do you also earn money with this?
Yes. This is my primary job.
Yeah, can you tell a bit about that, shortly?
Yeah, so I've been a content creator for over 8 years now, and this is my bread and butter. This is what I do to take care of myself and my family, and it is a new lane. Like, this is new media now. Like, a lot of times people would go to the television for news, but we're here, boots on the ground, and we're able to get it to people a lot faster. So.
And what is so special about this specific case?
I think that Diddy is somebody that we all grew up on. So a lot of us have been, we grew up on Making the Band, and we grew up on his endeavors. So to see the relationship and how salacious it really was behind the scenes was really a shocker to a lot of people. So I'm here to see the facts.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can I shoot some?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Are you live now?
Yeah, I'm live now. All right, you guys. So I'm going to definitely go back in there to check out what's going on. If you guys have not seen the piece that they put up on me on CNN, definitely go to CNN.com and type in Diddy. Now, they have a lot of live reports, and this is only for today. For today, if you go on CNN, their front page, I am on the front page of things as it pertains to Diddy. So you type in Diddy's name, and I'm sure I'm going to get trampled down to the bottom now that the verdict has come in. But if you type in Diddy, I'm on the front page of Diddy News, and it's about YouTubers, influencers, live streaming and covering the trial. So definitely check that article out. I'm not going to stay out here too long because my leave out is about to be a poof, okay? I don't even have my umbrella out because I'm dedicated to letting y'all know in real time. But it's starting back to come down now, and I got to get back in there. So shout out to all of you guys. Make sure if you guys are watching and you know what I'm saying, if you ain't got nothing to donate to the stream, just hit the like button, hit the share button. I appreciate it. As soon as I get more information, I'm going to let you guys know if there's a verdict, a full verdict, because right now we have a verdict on 4 counts. If there's a full verdict, I'm going to be right back talking to you guys, interviewing people, talking to people, and finding out what is going on. Somebody said there's a verdict. Yes, on 4 counts, not all. They have not found a verdict on count 1. So, and this is what the fit is looking like, y'all. Okay, I have on a dress. I don't know if y'all can see really well, but I gotta get back in. My leave out is about to get sweated out. Child, makeup about to be running down my face. But I had to come tell y'all first, okay? I had to come tell y'all first. And I appreciate all of y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate y'all so much. I'll talk to y'all later.